Now, what if we want so that when the cube, any of the enemy cube touches the player, the game would be over and we would have a game over and saying that we lost. To do that, we have to create a game manager that manages the entire game and will output game over if one of the uh, 3 cubes touch the main object, main player. So first we create an empty project and call it manager. An empty project is a game object that has no shape and is empty. Basically, it only has a transform field and that's it. So basically what we're going to do is that we're going to create this game object. We're going to add to it a script called management. We're going to create a script here called management, or manager. Manager is better. Manager. So then double click on manager, add the word public at the beginning. Public is the word public is used so that any object can reach this variable that we're going to specify. Now, before we specify the variable, type in static. I'm going to explain what I'm doing, but first let me finish this. Static manager, or call it whatever you want. I'm going to call my manager, and then instance. Add the word instance. Remember, manager here has to be the same as the name of the class that you chose. You can choose the name of the class to be whatever you want, but those two have to be the same. And the reason for that is what this statement does is that it makes this manager global to everyone that wants to use it. So we can end the game whenever we want, whenever we choose to end it. So remember, public, static, manager has to see the same as this class, and then instance. And then delete these two methods, add void awake, and then add this. So let's create the game over method. Remember, this script can be accessed by anybody, but if we don't want our functions or method to be accessed, we have to write private void or whatever the type of the function is, and then write the function's name. But if you want that function to be used by other scripts, we do it by using the word public. So public makes this method, any method that's written next to it, accessible by anybody. But this class is accessible. But these separate methods, if we don't want them to be accessible, we write private, and if we want them to be accessible, we write public. So okay, so we want, when this function is triggered, to print out on a board, a panel on the screen saying it's game over, and to stop the game. So to do that, let's go back to Unity and right click on, let's save it, and then right click game object, UI canvas, and then right click on canvas, UI TextMeshPro. It doesn't show it on my end, but usually when you when you import TextMeshPro, you will have something to download. I think it's TMP or something like that. Download it because you need it so that you can access TextMeshPro. So anyway, this is the text. Change the color to black or whatever color you want to use, and then change the words to game over. Okay. So now after that, go to manager. No, go back to manager script. So now change this term to game object. So now our text is a game object. The reason why we made it a game object is so that we can enable it when game over is called and disable it when game over is not called. So now if we call game over, we want the game to stop. So to do that, we say time dot scale time scale, sorry, equals 0f, and then enable the text. So text dot set active. Instead of false, it should be true. So now we have finished our game. So it's time. The game will stop through time that time scale equals 0 because we set time to 0, so there's no more time, as if we stop time in that game. So the game will stop, and we would set text game over will appear because we are activating it, and the game will stop. So we finish our game over method. So let's try and see what we need to do next. So now go back to manager in the hierarchy, double click, add component, and add the manager script that we just created. There it is. I called my manager. I don't know what you called yours. You can call it whatever you want. So then this is the text game object. We need to input it, so it's here, and this on text. When you get to canvas and text, deactivate it, so it would be only activated once game is over. So deactivated, take text and put it inside the manager script. Now we have our text, and then go to follow, or whatever you called yours, the one that the enemy would the script of the enemy, the script that we assign the enemy with. So here, write down manager dot instance dot game over, and that's it. Save everything. So now test your game. There you go. Game over is printed and the game stops. So in order for us to do another game, we have to restart it by pressing play and play again. Let me try to run away. Okay, I'm taking. Okay.